Yeah, brothers and sisters, this is part two to the my videos on the entertainers. And let me go back over Michael Jackson again. You know, when Michael Jackson in the beginning, when he played ball singing, uh doesn't matter if you're black or white, and you know, then when he caught the boys, when they gave him charge with the boys, he started singing songs, they don't care about us, you know. And then, you know, he went on Sony's ass, you know, and that was the end. That was the end of Michael Jackson. So, you know, he met his demise when he went against the industry. And see, by us not sticking together, doing this shit solo will get us wiped the fuck out. And this is what happened with Mike. Murdered, beat to death. Not no fucking propofol from Conrad Murray and all that bullshit. They made sure it was in his system. But this is the exhibit that they entered in the Conrad Murray trial as defense that Michael Jackson didn't die of overdose by the bruises and how his nose was broke, chest was stomped in, on his knees getting beat, bruises all over his arms, genitals kicked in by the goons of Tommy Mottola and Sony. But Conrad Murray he was the fall guy. But see, this is what happens when you play with the goddamn demon, and then you want to live then you want to live a humanly life, a normal life. It don't work like that. Whitney Houston, same way. You know, she was the all-American girl. They really wanted her to have a motherfucking cracker. So they got Eddie Murphy, a half sissy motherfucker who is not a threat to the industry. Based on the fact that Eddie played ball and he still continues to play ball because he enjoys it. He's a recruiter now. But since Whitney didn't want that, she wanted a real man that has an asshole, that hasn't been busted wide the fuck open. And she got with Bobby Brown. And so that was the beginning. They started putting shit together. Popping her with drugs, popping her with dope and pills and liquor. Letting her smoke cigarettes so her voice would be fucked up. And so during that process of them killing her, they were raising another person up. This whore here. She slurped and slurped white semen and sacrificed her goddamn family. Now let me tell you, they don't come to them and say, you know, when you kill your family, you know, we're going to kill your family. No, it's not. Don't be stupid. It's a process that goes with that. And they wait on your reaction and your response to the situation. You never seen Jennifer Hudson cry not one bit. You never seen her constantly talk about her family being gone. Because the glitz and glamour is more important to her. That means more. And so they didn't think Whitney was going to clean up, but she did and cut Bobby off. Not that Bobby was the reason for her downfall, but Bobby knew the game better than Whitney, and they wanted him out of the way. But it was too late. And when Whitney insisted that she remain on the throne, Clive Davis, this white devil faggot, said no. Too late. And when she continued to insisted, they sent somebody that they already had tamed and broken in to set up to set the crime scene up. And you know Ray J, he's nothing. Really, he's really not that talented. He can play a little bit of the piano, but he's not as great as they wanted to make him. However, he paid the price. In order for him to have a show where he just sleep with white bitches, he had to do some shit. Clive had to break him in. And so that was the setup. And if you look at him, he really didn't want to get down like that, but he knew what was up. And this is Whitney. And see, while they let her lay on the floor, they done the ritual for a reason, to send a message to the other entertainers in the industry that this could happen to you if you decide that you want your motherfucking soul back. And they use Nicki Minaj to play Little Red Riding Hood and this cracker, the big bad motherfucking wolf, the Pope. Out of all the Grammys, all the awards, all the billions of dollars that she made Clive Davis and others, they're eating good to this day because of her. But at the end of the day, it don't mean shit when you cross that fucking line. Same with Tupac. You know, and that's my man. I love him. I love Pac. Listen to him all the time. Strong brother. But he just didn't want to wait in the rush for the glitz and the glamour. And that's what they did. Got him naked in the bathtub. Around 10 pedophiles and homosexuals with white faggots with cameras. And you can look at his eyes. He knows that he's handing his soul over. By doing the bitch pinup. They get them all like that, y'all. All of them. And see, when he decided that he wanted to run for city council and bring the gangs together, do a lot of community organizing, get involved in politics, save the black community. No, they don't go for that type of shit. Crackers put it in, and he knew it. That's why he began to write songs about his demise, because he knew they were coming. And this is what happens. Nobody black gets a pass. No, none of you. Sam Cooke was the original one that actually started it. You know, but Sam Cooke had people behind him that he refused to secure him. Because Muhammad Ali was his best friend and Malcolm X. And then Sam could have had 24-hour NOI security. And the NOI back then, in the 60s, were vicious. Nobody fucked with them. Not even the white so-called gangsters, the white mob, the mafia. None of them fucked with the NOI. But Sam refused. Because see, in the beginning, Sam was singing, you know, all this secular, sexy music. But then, when he said that he was going to get involved in the civil rights movement and made the record change going to come and got involved with black liberation, that was the end of Sam. And see, you know, this shit just didn't start happening, y'all. It just didn't start happening. This shit, Sam Cooke was the first one to really stand up in the industry, because the Temptations, Four Top, all of them, James Brown, all of them sounded good. They were outstanding, phenomenal artists, but they played ball. They were extorted. The Temptations. Paul Williams didn't commit suicide just for nothing. They tried to make it seem like he was depressed and had gambling debts. They weren't in debt back then. They were on tour at the time that he was supposedly take his own life, which no one, I don't think no one besides myself has done any investigation on. Nevertheless, Prodigy, when he was with Mobb Deep singing the kill nigga shit, it was all good. But when he went on Alex Jones, after that period of incarceration, they thought that he would come out and assume the position again and continue to play ball. But he woke up. Brothers in there woke him up, raised him on perpendicular on the square, because he was talking some serious mathematics. And he became conscious. Went on the Alex Jones show, who's a white agent. He's not no white conspiracy theorist and all this bullshit. Of course he got information. He's a cracker. But he's also an agent for them. And after Prodigy went on Alex Jones, that was it for Prodigy. And see, once they find out your illness and what pharmacies you go to, it's not hard for them to get rid of you. Pay the pharmacist off. Replace your medication. And that's it for you. Real simple. Left Eye. Who I really, really love Left Eye. Strong sister. From the group TLC. It's a biblical term said that when 2 or 3 are gathered, that the Creator is in the midst. So is the goddamn devil. And when you got 3 women together, at least one is going to be jealous. One wants it all. One wants to be on top of the others. If the 3 getting a slice of pie, you have one that wants 3 slices. Even though she can't eat 3 slices, she still wants them. And so, I'll get back to Chili in a minute. But Left Eye, when she played ball, scrubs and putting niggas down and all that shit, she was okay. But when she went to Honduras, after being released from the diversion center for being accused of burning Andre Rison's house down, which was a celebrity hookup. It wasn't no love there at all. It was a fire that got out of hand. And then she became conscious while she was incarcerated. Went over Honduras to get a physical cleaning from Dr. Seavey, who was murdered. And started bringing street niggas, gangbangers, and all types of people from the hoods of Atlanta over to Honduras for a spiritual and physical cleansing. And that scared the fuck out the devils in the industry. Because if they were afraid, if all these niggas wake up, then they gonna see how we're fucking them around and controlling them. So anytime any of them jump out there, we get rid of them. And so Now you notice over Honduras, she's driving, holding the Coca-Cola sign up, which represents the devil, apartheid. Coca-Cola represents apartheid because they supported, and financed apartheid in South Africa. Now, she looks like she just saw something, which was death coming towards her. If you look in her eyes, you see that she sees something that's terrifying her. Now, 5 people in the truck. How is it that she was the only one that died and everyone else received minor injuries? And you don't hear anything from them. You don't hear nobody talk to them and ask them, what type of conversations that they had with left out anything. Because as all black murders, they want to hurry up and brush it under the rug. And by her not having the support that she's supposed to have and protection, this is what happened to the sister. Now, it ain't no coincidence or no accident that Left Eye and Aaliyah were tight. And they're both gone. Both were basically the same. Now, also it's no coincidence that Pac was tight with both of them. The 3 of them were close. The 3 of them were stand-up brothers and sisters. The 3 of them were militant. The 3 of them were conscious. And the 3 fought for their souls back. And they lost their lives in the process. Now back to Chili, who, after Left Eye made her ascension, Chili didn't have to worry about her in terms of competition. So she does reality show, fucks Floyd Mayweather and several other dudes. Teaches her son how to be more and more gay. Because she started in the beginning fucking Babyface and all them in Dallas, Austin. From the beginning, she came in the door with her drawers down. And she became the opportunist of the group. So, brothers and sisters, I hope you got something out of that, but this shit is serious. Watch the movie American Satan. You will understand, how this shit goes down. Excuse me. When you dealing with these devils, and, unfortunately, our brothers and sisters did not have people standing behind them that would tear up some shit if they were approached or someone attempted to bring any harm to them. But we are people that are selfish. Instead of reaching out for the help and the protection. And I can name several of them, old dirty bastards. Pleaded to Wu-Tang and pleaded to the black community that George Bush and them were after him. Pleaded. And they got him. And they got him. Several others. Look what happened with Jam Master Jay. It was no one that was in his way but 50 Cent. Because he discovered 50 Cent. And he still had 50 Cent under contract. And the only way 50 was going to get out of that contract is to murder that man. And the way it went down, because he loves movies where he's just killing black men. You know, so I know that would not be a problem for him, because that's his MO. He wants to be known as a killer. You know, and Reverend Run and all them coward motherfucking niggas, none of them stepped to 50. None of them. Didn't even question him. That's how these coward motherfucking niggas are. They sissy ass niggas. You know, and see, this is why we cannot move forward. This is why the black church is so fucked up. We got too many sissy ass niggas. And the youths do not want to blend in that type of motherfucking energy. You know, now, not every church is not good for you. It's a lot of good churches out here, just like it's a lot of good temples, more science temples, mass G's and mosques. A lot of them are good. A lot of them are for the benefit and the liberation and salvation of our people, but the majority of them are hustling and fucking and getting high. A lot of them sisters come to the church looking for a man. But why would you go look for a man in the church and you know the church is infested with homosexuals? Then you end up taking a bisexual home, and then you're crying and want to raise hell and want to see him put away. You know, so it's just a lot that we have to learn. And one thing I want to say, you know, my subscribers, you know, your donations are needed to continue to feed our people. You know, I know a lot of y'all still celebrate Christmas and all that bullshit. You know, but however, you know, we want to do our monthly and bi-weekly monthly feeding, you know, of our unfortunate brothers and sisters, our mentally ill brothers and sisters, you know, those who don't have a place to stay. Because in DC, you know, it gets low as 29, 30 degrees. Very, very cold. And a lot of our teens, you know, the last time we fed up a few weeks ago, it was so many brothers and sisters under the age of 18 that sleep on the sidewalks of gas stations, liquor stores, shopping centers. You know, and you know, it's so disheartening. It's so disheartening because it can happen to any of us at any given time. All this cracker got to do at the White House is implement martial law and shit will get popping. And a lot of us will die. A lot of us will lose our lives because we're not ready. We too fucked up. We too stingy. We too selfish. We too self-centered. We sit around and wait. We're waiting on some non-existent deities to fall out of the sky and pull us out of this condition. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But if we link together, we will not have nothing to worry about or fear for those who are afraid of this devil. Because a lot of you are afraid of this white man. I mean, you are afraid to the core. You are shaking in your fucking boots every time the white man is mentioned, because you always find a way to defend him. but you have no defense on your own. I get sick of you niggas always talking about fucking somebody up that look like you. You niggas are never talking about doing anything to this goddamn devil. Never. You know, you rather go on your family. You know, bully your motherfucking family. Buffalo the motherfucking neighborhood. And all that type of motherfucking faggot ass shit. You are a faggot ass nigga. You know, and eventually your motherfucking wish gonna come true. Cause off gonna go your motherfucking head. And most of you who think like that, you don't have no fight in you. Without picking up something, without pulling something out. You don't have no fight in you. Where if you step to a motherfucker that got skills, that's your ass. And that's what a lot of black people do. They always underestimate the motherfucker next to them. You know, so a lot of times, I like Steve Coakley, for example, purposely had the obscure look. That's why he was so effective. You know, but y'all, you know, a lot of you niggas thought he was on crack because he had the disease that he had, his teeth were falling out. You know, instead of looking at him as a revolutionary, that he been through some shit. He's got battle scars to prove it. A lot of y'all motherfuckers into glamorous fucking social media, man. Glamorous, cute shit. Revolution is ugly. It is bloody. You know, and it's not about just walking off anything. It's about giving all you got for the survival, not just of you, your children, grandchildren, and beyond. And that's why I say the real G's stand the fuck up. I know for a fact, and not to toot my own horn, but I know I paid my way. I know I'm a goddamn G. I know it. And I know it's a lot of G's that subscribe to my channel. I already know that. Some of you call, some of you build, some of you, want to really, be firmly entrenched in the emancipation of your people. But then you got some, unfortunately, that just want to hear drama all the time. Waiting on two black people to beef. Which is fucking nonsense. Now, but I'll tell you this, and this go for motherfuckers, that's in my surroundings, in my area, brothers and sisters that live in Washington, D.C. and surrounding counties and cities or whatever. I'm not going for no shit about you, fucking me over or doing anything to me. It's just that simple. Because, see, the strongest motherfucker is the peaceful one. So it take a lot of goddamn heart and strength, inner strength, and be on that God frequency to be peaceful. Because that peacefulness brings maturity, because you become above the pettiness. But that's enough out of me, brothers and sisters. Comment if you like. Tell me what you think. And, one love to you all. And in closing, I'm just going to say this, that I'm not going to be making videos every day. I'm going to slow down on it, because it takes time, it takes energy, and it takes money. So I'm going to do the best I can, when I can. But I'm only going to talk about the real important subjects from this point on. And for those who have my number, give me a call and we can talk and build, and I'll explain some things to you. Hotel, Black Power.